I'm excited to play toys. Blocks. A lot of them probably. I sure do hope there are a lot of them. I was kind of under the impression that the whole point is that there's going to be a lot of blocks. I have not launched this. It might be loud as fuck. Oh. Maybe, maybe. Maybe. Oh, it's thinking. Okay. That's not too loud. Maybe just a smidge. Make it loud? How else are we gonna... You're so right. I'll keep it loud. Let's get this window captured. Oh, that's just gray, isn't it? Ah? Aha! I'm so smart. I got it right. Block, 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 block. So I've been excited about this for a while, actually. I'm very interested in its potential use as a, like, oh, let's get my cursor visible on this one. There we go. Very interested in this thing's use as a sort of, design kind of block out builder. Would you like to take our onboarding tutorial to learn the basics? I think I would. Hold the table thumbnail and catalog and drag and drop it into the scene. That would be this. Yes. That was out of the playable area. There's the playable area. I see. Okay. Hold the middle mouse or control right mouse and move the mouse around. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What do they want me to, like... have to fill up my zoom meter. Hold right click and move the mouse around to rotate. Okay, that feels pretty natural. Middle and right. Hold an item thumbnail from the catalog. Drag and drop it over the table. Nice, but not that big. Hold the scale icon over the item. Let's see, where's our scale item? Little icon of this over the item. Make it tiny. Let's pick this. Once we use several. So I'm interested to see this being used as maybe kind of like, if not for backgrounds in general, for like references, right? Like you can make little dioramas with them and maybe like even bigger things. And then that might help like set a scene from multiple angles if needed, or like help you with the perspective of a drawing for background. This could be like an interesting, very like accessible way to do that, as opposed to a lot of other sort of applications that are a little more intensive. Like they ask a little bit more from the user. How do I rotate this? Hold an item from the... Okay, it'll teach me. It'll teach me how to rotate. Yo, I can like... It's pretty good. Stack some pies. Okay. We're missing some chairs. Duplicate the chair by holding shift before grabbing it. Okay. I don't want cheap viewers on Stream Boo. I don't want that. How do I kill you? Did that do it? Lock. Report. Spam. Next. Alright, that'll do it. Probably. Alright, select a chair and hold this icon. Yeah. Oh, I see what it wants. Okay. But then I'm not allowed. Okay, the tutorial doesn't want me, like, moving it after, I guess. Open the edit studio by changing the edit tag to studio. I see. Just gonna make a little Steam screenshot. My silly setup. Oh, I want several. This button. Oh, okay. I have completed the basic tutorial. Are there other tutorials? Lighting. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I have several little tabs over here on the right. Ambient light. Pick your, like, overall mood. Maybe there's a lighting tutorial. At the very least, there will be a lighting tutorial. Someone will make a Steam guide at the very least. Let's play some blocks down. We're here for blocks. Yeah, it is a pretty, it's a pretty good and interesting little system they've got going on. I kind of just wish I could understand it a little more immediately, I suppose. Or, like, things should be, maybe, like, if you hover over them, they have tooltips. Yeah, so, like, there's a lot of, let's see, what's, like, a good example? So, like, if we bring this out, oh, that's kind of big. Right. Okay, selected item. Press outside to deselect, hold to grab, yeah. Alt to offset. Oh, interesting. Duplicate selected item. Yeah. Okay, I see. Top column. Or no, the top one. Oh, I see. I'm selecting and deselecting. I saw some items in the trailer where they would scale them, and it's like the scaling felt very natural, or it looked very, very natural. I wonder if that's implemented yet. Where it's like, it wasn't necessarily just that things looked like they were getting bigger or smaller, but like specific things about them would like adjust. So far, I feel like I'm seeing simple, kind of like the scaling you would expect. Let's see. Color. That's nice. Okay, what's that? Oh. What's this? Aha, we have some material stuff. I'm just playing around and learning. How did I get to that menu in the first place? Oops. Oh, it's up there. Wait, so... I see smoothness. Is that what that is? Let's get a little close up. Let's get some stew action. Let's see what's going on here. Interesting. And this is like... I'm not sure what I'd call that. I guess amount. Paint the, oh, like how new the paint is, maybe? With 1 being newest and 2 being, like, most worn. Yeah, wood, paint, paintware. I guess once you start putting a certain amount of stuff on it, this setting is like, it's very subtle. Interdasting. Might take a little bit to get used to the controls. Do we... Okay, I see. That's interesting. I did want to see... I'm not sure if I'm seeing any of the, like... I don't want to call it, like, smart scaling. And maybe I just imagined it. But it certainly looked like there was something similar to that in the trailer. Where it was like, oh, I'm gonna resize this, like you resize this object, but it maintains its, like, usability at scale, essentially. Houdini type modeling. Like, maybe I'm missing it too, but, like, Control and Alt and Shift here. Oh, wait. Well, Shift makes this do nothing. Alt. Or based on scaling and axis. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't seem to know exactly... Shape. Oh, okay. This is the shit I'm talking about. I see now. So, like, if we go to this one just has a transform. This one has a shape. So let's see. This is the stuff I was excited about. So that's transform, but we can adjust shape. Yeah. There we go. It's got tricks, and that's very exciting. It looks like this, like the handle has its own shape tab, maybe. Yep, okay. Not the handle, but like the, you know, the outer perimeter. Really, really, really good, and that is exciting because it's like, the more stuff they put in this. Like, each item, you know, they have to make considerations. So it's not like they can just make, like, a raw item and call it a day. They have to think about the ways people want to scale them. And so every single thing they put in this is going to be, like, you know, nothing's going to be easy for them to add. But the more things they add, the crazier this gets to me. Let's check out our chairs. Use our shapes. We can make them like squat without sacrificing the seat. Really, really good. There is a max. There's a maximum and a minimum. They don't let you get too silly with it, but that's okay. And it's really good that they have that, like, quick copy system so that you'd... Whoa! Whoa! How did I do that? What the... Oh, okay. Interesting. Can I let them be? Okay, no, they just, like, they grow all the way, like, once they're out. That's a good noise. I love that. Interesting. But, what an interesting little setup. What else do they got? I kind of want to just start playing around with some items before I try building anything. I want to know what tools are, like, available to me. Oh, interesting. You pull it in. Like, you can pull this out to, like, smoothly turn it, and then you pull it in to, like, kind of snap turn. That's really good. That feels pretty natural. It's kind of just a matter of playing with the tools that you're provided with. I try to tell people not to be scared of, like, breaking their art programs. I try to convince people to, like, look into, like, the settings and the brush filters and all the stuff that they, like, haven't really looked at in their art programs. Like, just kind of play around with tools and stuff. Because you're gonna learn something, probably. And you're not gonna break it. I think growing up with kid pics definitely helps teach you that. What's this? Orb? Oh, light source. Oh, individual light source. Wow. How do I move it up? Control. Hold control. There it is. Just like Roller Coaster Tycoon. No, well, I guess that's shift, but it works the same. Interesting. I guess there's our, like, round light bulb. Aha. Oh, this will teach me what things do. So I guess that's, like, shadow, maybe? Let's place down another object. Let's get a reference down. still casting a shadow, but it's definitely, like, heavier. It is it's block from block, block, block. Oh my god. So what do I say? I'm nervous. Blocks shop 2. Yeah, let's see what's going on with just our standard block. Consider the humble cube. Alright, that's about to be expected. That makes sense. And you can make that texture really grody. Interdasting. Ah, crookie. We're checking out some blocks before we get into Everhood. I've been playing around with some blocks, and I'm having a good time, if I do say so myself. See what else they've got. They've got pillar, I guess. Like a hollow block, which means... Okay. That's pretty good. Now, can I do wonder just how reflective that material is. It's pretty reflective, it seems. Let's get this on a, like, pretty light color, I guess. And then... maybe things reflect the light more than they reflect each other. We'll put, like... I mean, I do imagine that would be pretty tricky. Maybe there is a mirror in here somewhere. Cube mapping. A lot of that is stuff I'm not familiar with. Kind of like how those things work in 3D spaces in games. Now, if I want to take this... Oops, not shift. Okay, Control Z works, that's good. Okay, so I know how to move things up, and I know how to play with stuff. I know how to play with my toys. How do I, and can I, actually? How do I rotate this a little more freely? It looks like you know how to play with toys. I think it is possible that I've only got one axis of rotation here. But What's... Huh? What did I do? Oh. So that's scale still. The hardened toy war veteran. Okay. Hold that to rotate. Hold Control or Alt before grabbing to use offset. There it is. Found it. Aha. Aha, ha ha, hee hee. It's Alt. And if you want it to still be flat against a surface, you use the inner ring for that. I see, I see, I see. So exciting. Well, as a devoted builder of simple buildings in Tower Unite, if you have squares, like if you have this, you can make anything. Like, my entire gallery in Tower Unite. Now, granted, it is pretty much all just squares. Like, it looks like it was made with squares. But if you have this, you can do anything. You trust me building your house? You're gonna get lost in that house. I put secret passages in your house, I'm sorry. I thought it was too fun. I thought it'd be fun. Does the word lost have blue text? No, and that should terrify you. I haven't read House of Leaves yet, but I really like to. But I do think that Wikipedia should, like, be forced to use the color text when talking about it. You know, I wanted to check this out, but then I didn't even think of anything I really wanted to build. See what other shapes we've got. Kind of just a house shape, a little bit. Probably do some stuff with that. Like, very clearly they thought, like, okay, people want to build kitchen, so we'll give them some kitchen stuff, and then we'll give them some, like, basic house furniture so that they don't have to build it. Like, there's a book. That's pretty good. So, like, the use cases for this, it's very clearly, like, little dioramas and kind of, like, rooms. And that's what got my mind going about using this as, like, a reference for backgrounds. Like, if someone wanted to make a background for their visual novel, maybe they could use this, either just, like, a screenshot from it, or more ideally, perhaps, like, tracing over it once they've built it. would have saved me a hassle. The first version of Sullivan's Cabin in My Monster, and indeed, like, some of the backgrounds that made it into the final game were traced from Minecraft. With some creative liberties. If it works. I mean, it looks like it does. Like, I don't know, no one has pointed it out and been like, you made this in Minecraft. How cute. What a lovely little program. Even, like, just the demo alone seems very, like, promising. The demo, it doesn't look like it has a whole lot that I wasn't expecting from the trailer. Like, you've got your lighting and everything. Although it does look like perhaps in the full version, maybe you get this whole carpet that they have here. But then in this demo, you're limited a little more, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that was just for the tutorial. Oh, there's our limit. Right there. I'll have to see if they have, like, details about what is in the demo and what we can expect in the future. Because this is definitely something I could see myself getting and using. It's nice that they have a song. I think probably this is going to be one of those programs where you put your own music on, I think. Hold on. For some reason, I'm forgetting how to do things. Why am I struggling? It's control. Because it's control. That's probably rebindable. Use you. Perspective. Oh dear. Okay. It's very, like, you can't be holding it and then press the key on your keyboard. You have to press the key on your keyboard first, for sure. if you're trying to like do other stuff with it. Whoa. Whoa, hold on there, partner. I'm trying to see. And then like it floats on top a little bit and then gets placed down. Yeah, there are definitely some elements of this that are a little bit fiddly. Where... Yeah, see my problem? Where it's like, okay, I want, like, log cabin style stuff, so it's like, okay, I need like some logs on top of each other, and we're struggling a little bit here, and it's like, I'm new to the program, but also I don't see a solution to that that's like offered by the game. That's pretty close. That you know, that's close enough. Like, if you're using it for, like, what I was talking about, like, you're gonna, like, put a filter on it and use it as a background for something, or, like, you're gonna draw over it. Like, that, you know, little details, not that serious. But, like, how hard is it gonna be to get, like, 10 of these? If you need 10, right? Like, I was fiddling with that for... What was it, like 5 minutes? I probably won't end up streaming Tower Unite, but I think... Okay, so, like, here's another oddball thing. I lifted this log in anticipation of having to bring it over here, right? And then when I do bring it over here, it lifts itself. Which is just something you'd have to get used to in the program, I think. Whoop. It offset the... Yeah. I could see that being helpful in some situations. For sure. And, like, this is not, like, you know, maybe it's not the most user-friendly thing, and it's a little less tactile to see, because, like, the game is very tactile, right? We are playing with blocks, it's toys. But it'd be nice for, if example, that just lift. Hold on. Interesting. It knows I made a wall. So can I then... Okay. I see your game. Now is this one item? There we go. That's pretty good. That's really good. So... What if I didn't want that? What if I just want to rip one of these out? It's the offset. Okay. Well, it's nice that it does that. What was I saying, though? Like, maybe instead of grouping objects like this automatically, maybe they could be, like, set by the user. And that way you could group things that aren't even touching, necessarily. Um, maybe I can see the X and Y position of this bottom log, like the XYZ position of it, so that when I copy that log, I can then set the XYZ position of the next one to be perfectly aligned but up, right? So that's something like I do in Tower Unite. I can see the XYZ position of any item, and then if I want some things perfectly aligned, I type them in. I can see that being in conflict with the core ethos of block, block, block. Just the, like, even the concept of that might just be like, well, now you're getting into, like, software. your program, like, it turns it into a program, right? Okay, interesting. But when I try to scale it, it's just the bottom one. That's different. Okay. So it didn't attach horizontally. It's not a group, it's just objects on objects. Yeah. Yeah, I see what it's doing. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just moving, so like if you wanted to move a table that already had stuff on it, it moves the stuff too, so you don't have to reposition the stuff. It's a very, like, quick and easy way to do that. And it makes sense for, like, you know, like, that makes sense. I'm just wondering if I would rather it be like that, which would be better for, like, most users, right? Like, people who want to open this up and play with toys. But I'm wondering if I'd rather have grouping. Like, proper, like, grouping. Hey, may the monsters be kind to you, too. And it's never too early. When Christmas gets, like, the day after Thanksgiving, up unto New Year's, I would not say that October 1st is too early for Halloween. Hell, we even barely get, like, after Thanksgiving. It's like the day after Halloween, Mariah Carey is ready to fucking pounce. We gotta fight the war on Christmas with starting Halloween in September. Yeah, pretty much. Like, what else is going on? Really? Some stores are already selling Christmas stuff? That's absurd. Like, that better be a steep discount. Hold on, I'm pulling up a reference picture. I don't know what my own game looks like. I've got to pull up a reference picture. forgot what a living room was called for a second. Okay, there we go. Oh. I don't open that. Okay. Let's see what we got. Like that much. And put it like up here. Oh, it would be more than that. Or this would be less. That's nice. Delete key works. It's pretty good. I do see I have a limit of 500 objects. I wonder how much of that is just a, like, demo thing versus, like, 500 is a hard limit that that is, like, crucial for the game's integrity. See, if I was, like, really wanting to go all in on this, I would make this, like, Lincoln Log style. We got any... Yep. But is that what I actually need? I guess we have this. Like, this is pretty close. Genuinely, that little ladder or the stairs that's in Sully's house is jank as fuck. Like, that is not good craftsmanship. I will be replicating that bad craftsmanship here. Ah, that's where I was going wrong. Push this in a bit. And push this one. Whoop! Where'd it go? where's our offset? Control. Okay, control, no. Well, it is what it is. There, it's like you can't even tell. How big is a person in this? Like, I'm doing kind of like an awful job. God, yeah, the stairs in this picture. the picture I made are like insane. They're like they look like this in the CG. Like you've seen the living room. So I think increased number of steps, maybe? That would be maybe a good thing for this item. my leaning blocks. It's because of this one right here. There we go. Now that's craftsmanship. Oh man. I'll have you know, I stream in my efficiency, which means my bed is right behind me and my kitchen is to the left. I can just walk 2 feet away from my bed to get a soda. Hashtag streamer life. Hashtag healthcare hero. And use these cylinders as a pivot point for cube walls. So yeah, I think if you wanted to just use block to create your background, first of all, you'd need a floor. You don't want this floor, probably. You would have to do this if you wanted log cabins. You'd have to have this texture here. If you were using it as a reference to trace over, you could just put a fucking block down, like 1 block, and save yourself all that work. And then, like, maybe let's see what we can do with this. I would just set this block down, make it real big, right? And then this texture that's on here, you use it as your reference point for keeping your lines for the lock straight. Like, obviously, these aren't perfectly straight lines. Maybe, like, these ones are. Like, right here. But... you know, you find the edge of this, you go to the edge of that. There's a person block. There's a little guy. Let's see what we can do. Alright, let's say I want a guy to be like this big. Like yay big. Where does reasonable and and horrible begin? With these stairs. But also in relation to how tall they are. Like, I feel like maybe one more block wide. So we take this one off. Nope, we take this one off. Get that back out. And, like, for the most part, you know, if you're just using the one background, maybe it only has to look right from one angle, right? Like, I would recommend building, like, a whole room if you're gonna use it for that purpose. Just because, like, then if you need it from another angle, you have it. Like, for a full CG or something. Keep things consistent. See, and then if I had the ability to group multiple objects, then maybe I would be able to take this and these two little corner pieces and scale them together so that they still maintain like a scale. In relation to each other. For some reason it's right there. That looks okay for our guy. I mean, it's certainly safer than what I actually drew in the visual novel. Like, it just straight up looks better. It takes up more space, but it's safer. Okay, I don't want to necessarily scale that. I want to transform it. Do have dots on the floor to use as little references for like how things are positioned in relation to each other. Just press this against the wall though. Just move it a little left. It's also like it might be a little tricky if you're like gonna be really anal about the exact position of it, because it does not set itself down until you have clicked off of it. But that's playing with blocks, baby. That's playing toys. see what we can do to this. Probably just like... Okay, tall and short. That makes sense. Where's the big head mode sheet? This is clearly intended to be a person. I'm trying to think about, like... alternative uses. It's going to be interesting to see, like, the creative ways people use certain pieces in this. Kind of like how, like, Lego sells sakura trees, where the leaves are made of frog pieces. I've just messed that all up. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't need that to be perfect. Oh god, I forgot it copies the whole thing. That's fine. Just get rid of this. No. Shift, right? No, that's copy. There we go. It's gonna take more pieces to do. But I'm just gonna, like, keep copying this big wall piece. And then pasting it horizontally. And then I guess if I needed, like, a bigger build, I wouldn't do that. Cool Legos. Yeah, I'm playing with my toys. Welcome welcome in. I'm looking and I'm learning. Been playing around with this little demo and I'm having a good time. It's very interesting. It's very tactile, and it definitely feels like playing with Legos or Lincoln Logs. They go boingy springy on Twitch, no less. Maybe I should have marked my stream for that kind of sensitive content, but how could I have known? It's not my fault. And this is the kind of thing I do in Tower Unite, right? Where it's like, oh, if they don't see it, it's fine. Like, if you're only gonna look at it from, like, one angle, or take a picture from one angle, it's fine. If it's, like, completely busted from every other angle. Yeah, but if you missed it, I'm exploring kind of, like, the utility, perhaps, of using this as, like, a reference for drawing backgrounds. Maybe something you could trace over. or if you're a visual novel dev on a budget, with time constraints, you can like just, you know, do it in this and then slap a filter on. Because like, you know, a lot of VN devs, they'll find like a Wikimedia Commons picture and just put a filter on that. But like if you needed something specific, you could like create it this way. I would have loved to have this when I was tracing Minecraft. Yes, we are in Sully's house. I am testing it out with a actual example, I suppose. Oh God, I forgot that it like it keeps track of the offset there. There we go. This is a cute little program though. I'm kind of smitten, if I'm gonna be real. It's got some oddities. It's got its quirks. Am I allowed to? Okay, we're just gonna like continue to maybe just push that out then. Yeah, Blender is a program-ass program, and this thing calls itself a game. Which is fair, it's a sandbox. It's a sandbox game. Yeah, Blender is for work. This is for funsies. Blender is when you want to feel like you're pulling teeth, which is what Blender makes me feel. And look at that, yeah! If you could easily import a model into this, though, it would be very nice. I have not seen... Like, I think that's something me and some friends talked about when we pulled it up, is we were talking about, like, oh, can you, like... Oops, I tried to hit the save button and now I'm editing something. 1 second. Okay, scene saved. Okay, we can name our scene. The delete button doesn't do what I wanted. Silly house. Okay, so then scene saved. Maybe in the demo I'm only allowed one. Oh, there are more tutorials, maybe. Okay. Workshop support. It looks like the kind of thing that might be able to export a model, maybe in the full version. I would be surprised if you could import. But honestly, if you could export, and you're the kind of person who needs to export stuff and import stuff, then maybe that's not a big deal. Because by the time you've done what you need to do in this, maybe it's time for Blender. I didn't make this kitchen deep enough. And therefore, this isn't deep enough. Even though they have very little in their bedroom. Like, this is probably big enough for the bedroom. But that's not deep enough for the kitchen. So how easy is it for me to fix that? Let's take a look. Well. Big enough. See, now I want to scale this whole thing. and I'm going to have to maybe do it one by one. And I don't know if that's great stream material, but I'll do it. At least it knows that I want to keep messing with the shape instead of switching it to the transform tool every time. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, we have begun to see the problems. All right. Now what's it gonna do when I... Nothing, right? Because that's... Okay, it's just moving them a little. It's okay. Yeah, so... There we go. See, it's fine. Ignore that shoddy craftsmanship. That's just... You'll be fine. It is funny, though, that they have, like, you know, this big kind of overhang loft that just has no guardrail or anything. The silly house. Okay, that's looking better. That kitchen's about as deep as it is in the VN. Let's see. My dad had a house that was like that, where it had like a loft like that. I hope they're both sound sleepers. Sully is. What kind of shenanigans can we get up to here? Transform only. I wonder if they're still working on specific items. Let's see. What can I do with this? Okay. Get rid of that. Like, at a certain distance, you probably only need the suggestion of an item, right? Like, perhaps I can just make a counter very easily by... Zoom in there. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. They've got like that kind of situation going on. Come on. It has a very hard time, like, it doesn't want to zoom through objects. So you gotta get, like, in there yourself a little bit. Kitchen. Oh, it's huge. I'm making things so small. Really doesn't know what to do about that. Or I don't, I guess. But there we go. It certainly doesn't expect you to make it this small, I think. Definitely supports it. Looks good. How big is a person again? Okay, big, I decided. A little smaller. Bigger? Trying to think how big I am compared to a stove. Top of the stove only comes up to like your hips, right? Oh, geez. There we go. Being an artist is kind of funny because you'll start asking yourself those kind of questions when you're like trying to draw something for the first time. It's like, do I know how big a stove is really? Do I know how tall my bed sits up from the floor? Or am I about to make the Stardew Valley grandpa bed? If you don't use references, you're gonna get the Stardew Valley grandpa bed. Interesting. Am I just missing it? Or did they say, figure that out, you fool, it's a fucking block? I think they said, figure it out, you fool, it's a fucking block. Fridge. What is the Stardew Valley grandpa bed? You should look up right now. Stardew Valley grandpa bed. It's classic. Second result is know your meme. Yeah, that's not too surprising. I love that post that's like yelling at someone for modding him into like a better looking bed. Where they're just like, you put him back. You put him back on that fold out table. This is what the fridge looks like in a house you will never make enough money to even set foot in. Just a wow. And then all of their appliances and furniture and walls and carpet are just like stainless steel and white. And then they have like black accents. It's like the monochrome house. 36 bottles of San Pellegrino. House is designed by people who hate warmth. And it's just like, damn, man. I can't relate to you, like, on a human level. Okay, but liquid death, in fairness, serves a very specific purpose. I think maybe that purpose worked better a little bit before everyone knew what liquid death was. But it's for when you can't drink but don't want to be excluded from dug eyes, you know. My go-to expensive water when I need to get expensive water, which is so rare, is Fiji. Fiji water is really good. It's got a good mouthfeel. It's very, like, soft. Have y'all seen the water connoisseur on TikTok or whatever it is that he's on? Oh, here comes my train, by the way. Maybe it'll pick up the train. My window is open, so the train might get picked up by the mic. Heard it? Good. That's ideal. Ah! Okay, maybe another thing. maybe another thing. Locking items into place. Perhaps. Could be a good idea. He's got like a queen bed. Sullivan has something a little bit larger than a queen bed, probably. Well, maybe, yeah, it's probably just a queen bed. They wouldn't call it that because they don't have kings and queens in that, at least in that country. Can I, like... The limits on this shape are a little limiting. Let me see. Probably not necessary, at least from this angle anyway. But yeah, there's a guy on TikTok. I think he's like German or Austrian, if I had to hazard a guess. Who's like a water connoisseur. The only real videos I've seen of him are ones where he goes to the gas station and then points. He goes into the water section and he points at every individual kind of water, every brand, and tells you if it's shit or not. He'll point at like half of them or more than half of them and be like, that's tap water, that's tap water, that's filtered tap water. That one is from, like, a reservoir in the Himalayas, and it's really good. This one says it's enhanced, and therefore it's bad. Right? It's like, IQ smart water is a grift. Which is true, it's true. And so, like, as soon as he said that, I knew he was being genuine. And it's like, maybe he's being paid by these, like, other... You know, he's probably being paid, right, by some of them. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just in it for the love of the game. Yeah, Smart Water. We have a brand called Smart Water. I don't know what its deal is. In theory, you might have actually done supply line research. It's not too hard to actually find out. Usually it's on the bottle. It's just that most people don't read that. A lot of waters will be like bottled in here and it'll be like Chicago. And then they just, like, put some dirt in it to enhance it. Authentic Chicago flavor. That's hot dogs. Okay, I'm gonna focus a little more on the down here, since that's what I'm supposed to be like making. Let's see what we can do with this. Can I adjust how many shelves there are on this shelf? Because, dear lord, it starts with a lot. That's gonna be a no. That's gonna be an if you want something different, make it yourself type deal, which is, you know, that's good. Playing with my toys. Oh, window. I forgot about this. They did say that they added windows. Finally, support for windows. Sink that shit into the floor? Yeah. That's probably the best way to, like, do it kind of quick and dirty style. I know there's a way to open it. I saw them open it in the trailer. Oops. Yeah, let's see how effective sinking that shit into the floor is. Oops. Still getting a little used to the controls. Item out of playable area. They do not want you sinking that shit into the floor. They said, build it yourself. We gave you the tools. They're right, though. They gave us the tools. Can't rush art. You can, but, you know, results may vary. If I wasn't feeling a little bit lazy, I'd probably put like a backboard back there. Do they have a TV? This is nicer than the prefab. Yeah, I mean, this is the one I drew. for the background. It's certainly closer to what I actually wanted. We're missing out on a few like little details that they include, but reasonable shelf for responsible people, and we're putting it. Is this a computer screen or a TV? That's a computer screen. I have a hard time telling the difference sometimes because I just use a TV. But I guess it can be a TV if you make it real big. Yo, this has like lighting on it. I'm sorry. Ah, see, it would have been nice to just adjust the screen without the base at a certain point. But I guess, like, you know, it'd clip in if it didn't. Okay, this has a lighting source, though. Let's see what that's about. Oh, wow. Dear Lord. Oops. Oops. You gotta be real careful with where you're clicking. What's this one? Oh, okay. That's like the fall off. The purple. Okay, now that I actually have a scene set, kinda, I want to play around with the lighting, like the world lighting, especially now that I know what I'm doing. Kind of. Okay. That starts to look really nice once you're not in, like, full bright. I thought I saw one that I really liked. Maybe it was this one. Yeah, that one cast shadows. The direction, that's pretty nice. Yeah, this could be a pretty powerful tool for backgrounds. Sully has like a computer chair and stuff over there, and a PC and a table, but yeah, this looks super promising so far. For a demo, I'm kind of sold, honestly. I'd be interested to see kind of like what the rest of what the full game is gonna have. I could have put like the sloped window or roof up here, and it'd probably look a little more complete. It's completely invisible from the angle that's in the visual novel, which is something like this, but like this side of the kitchen right here is like where the bathroom is. There's like a washer and dryer just out of sight. good. Were there other oh, there were a lot of tutorials. Item duplicate stack. Whoa! Okay, well there's my answer. Silly me. I wasn't looking at the tutorials. That's how you stack logs. Okay, we did find out about radial item duplication. We knew about that. The item duplicate stack. What are they doing here? Hold shift? And what the fuck is that? What is that symbol there? Shift and mother's long lost memento? What am I looking at? Try that. Oh, it's just okay. It really is that easy. You just hold shift and you click that and yeah. Crazy. Okay. Okay, I see your game. It has to be selected first. But yeah, because if you hold shift and then click and drag on something, that's how you get one. So you have to select it and then hold shift, and that's how you get these. Really, really good, actually. No notes. Oh, hell yeah. The beast. All right, I'm gonna look at the other tutorials just to make sure I didn't miss anything or like... I'm kind of surprised they didn't, oh, press F with the cursor over the item or with selected items. You can focus it. That's good. Scene light rotation. Shift and middle mouse. Guess that's a good, quick way to do it. That looks like just about everything. And honestly, the ability to like stack stuff horizontal or vertically like that, just like right away, pretty good. Like that was kind of my main little bugbear with it. That's the demo to block. I am gonna take like a 10-minute break, and I will be back with the continuation of Everhood.